Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be discussing my thoughts and opinions on long, lengthy title reigns. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, some of you may understand that there is something in WWE that I am not a big fan of, and that is long championship reigns. I have started to grow to really dislike them over the years. I have really grown to start disliking them over the years. And the main reason why is because, well, it sounds like every single time, it just feels like every single time someone is a champion, it feels like, oh, this wrestler has got to be champion for X amount of days, you know what I mean? So, a friend of mine had a discussion about this, and he told me that he felt Saraya deserved to be the AEW Women's Champion again, but this time he felt she should be champion longer, and this kind of gave my different interpretation on the whole thing, and I am now coming to the conclusion that I feel not every single goddamn person who holds a championship should be champion for over 100 days. I find it super annoying now that we live in an era where every single person who holds a championship now basically has to be champion for a long time. Every single person every single wrestler that I have seen over the last few years just seemingly have a long title reign for no real reason, and I just don't get it. And I just don't get why people seem to have this weird appeal that over wrestlers having lengthy title reigns. Like, every single person nowadays is just champion for like over 100 days. I mean, like, god damn it, even Chelsea Green, someone who didn't even deserve a lengthy reign, got one. Like, seriously, Chelsea Green, of all people, was given 130 odd days, or however long it was that she was champion for with Piper Niven. Like, did Chelsea Green really need to be champion for that long? Tell me, did Chelsea really need to be tag team champion for that bloody long? No, she didn't need to be. I feel like we live in an era where wrestling fans are just too used to long championship reigns now. And the reason why I say this is because look at Seth Rollins. He's had a long reign. People are getting sick of his title reign now because, oh, it's gone on for too long. And the only reason they've kept him champion for so long now is because of the fact CM Punk is going to beat him, and then CM Punk is going to go on and have a long title reign now. Guarantee you CM Punk is going to have a long championship reign. Now, he's going to have a lengthy championship reign. You know what I mean? Like, every single wrestler nowadays just seems to have a lengthy championship reign. And I'm honestly tired of seeing wrestlers just get lengthy reign after lengthy reign after lengthy reign. And people complain about this. People complain about wrestlers having lengthy reigns. And I got tired of the New Day when they were champions for a long time. I got tired of the Usos when they were champions for a long time. Austin Theory, he had like the worst United States title run of all time. His United States title run was like the worst United States championship reign of all time. Like, absolutely atrocious. Like, nearly 1 whole year. Nearly 1 year of him being the United States champion, and he barely ever defended his championship. And it's annoying. And the worst defender is Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns has kind of started this whole trend. Like, in my opinion, Roman Reigns has started this whole trend because every single person gets long championship reigns. Mandy Rose was given one, though I loved it. Though I loved Mandy Rose's NXT Women's Championship reign. I love Gunther's Intercontinental Championship reign is because, well, and the reason why I like Gunther's is because, well, he's proven to be a great champion. And besides, even in NXT UK, he was given a long title reign. In NXT UK, he had a long title reign there as well. Kaylee Ray / Alba Fire had a long reign with the NXT UK Women's title. Like, I feel... I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of seeing every single wrestler have a long title reign. Like, there's nothing wrong with a short championship reign. It almost feels like short reigns are a crime now. That's how I look at it now. I look at it as, oh, now people think it's a crime that someone holds a title for a short period of time. Like, here's the thing. If your title reign, if you were given a short title reign, like what happens with Mercedes, like with Sasha Banks, like, look at the short title reigns she had. I think those complaints are acceptable. Like, those short title reigns, I can see why people didn't like them. And that's pretty much understandable, because she lost it in, like, her literal first title defense. Like, right? Like, she literally lost it in her first title defense. Like, those short reigns, I can understand why people didn't like those. Aaliyah and Raquel's, I hated how they were given a short reign. All because the fans literally whinged that Damage Control, that whinged about the fact they felt Damage Control should have won the titles. Alexa Bliss and Asuka were given a short reign with the Tag Team Championships. Like, I can understand to a certain degree why some people don't like short-lived reigns, but I feel like Liv Morgan and several others who have not hit 100 days, like, you can still have a short reign and it can still be memorable. I feel like now we live in a world where people feel every single championship reign needs to be over 100 days. And I hear that all the time. Oh, I need a good reign with this wrestler. I'm like, not every wrestler needs to exceed 100 days, you know? Like, not every wrestler needs to exceed 100 days. And this is the thing that irritates me. It's irritating to hear that every single wrestler apparently needs to be champion for 100 days. I mean, we obviously know Cody Rhodes is gonna get a lengthy reign when he becomes the champion. When Cody becomes the champion, we know he's gonna get a lengthy reign. When CM Punk becomes the champion, we know he's gonna get a lengthy reign. But I'm just saying, not everyone needs to be champion for a long period of time. And this is only because a friend of mine brought up the fact that he felt Saraya should be AEW Women's Champion again. But this time she holds the title for over 100 days. I'm like, it was never, like, I can understand to agree that you want to see your favorites hold the titles for a long time. I mean, hell, look at my favorite, look at Indy Hartwell. Like, she was given a short-lived reign with the NXT Women's Championship. She even had a short reign with the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. She was even given a short reign with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, you know what I mean? Like, there are some wrestlers who are given short reigns, and of course, it's like, Bianca Belair is another example. Becky Lynch, there's a few other examples. Becky Lynch, she was given, like, a nearly 400-day run as Raw Women's Champion when she held it the first time, when she first became the man. And then she only lost, and she only had to drop the belt because of, you know, her pregnancy. You know, she only had to drop the belt because of her pregnancy. So, And then you got Bianca Belair, you know? Then you got Bianca Belair, who had 2 championship reigns, mind you. She got 1 reign with the SmackDown Women's title, which exceeded 100 days, which went over the 100-day mark. And then she was given a Raw Women's Championship reign, which went over 1 year, mind you. Which went over to 400 days. And it literally annoyed me that she was given 2 lengthy reigns. Both times she held the belt, she was given the title for a lengthy reign. And I hate that. I hate I hate that so much. Like, did Bianca really need to be... Did Bianca really need 2 lengthy championship reigns? Did she really need 2 long-ass title reigns? Like, Becky's had lengthy reigns here and there. I mean, like, there are even some big major stars. Like, I can even talk about some of the lengthy reigns I didn't like in NXT. Like, I know this one may be controversial, but I didn't like Asuka's lengthy title reign. Like, they only had her champion for so long because, oh, she's undefeated. But yet, when they had a match that was like a triple threat or a fatal 4-way, like, they could have had Asuka lose the belt in like a multi-person match where she didn't have to get pinned or submitted, but instead they still wanted to establish how she's undefeated and all this shit, and then when she loses her undefeated streak, everyone friggin' cried like a bitch. People literally cried because WWE ended her undefeated streak. Everyone literally wanted to see Asuka do the exact same thing on the main roster that she did in NXT. And that's why I was kind of glad they didn't have Asuka win the title at WrestleMania, because to me, I felt if they kept the undefeated streak on Asuka, they would have literally done the exact same thing with her in NXT on the main roster. They would have just had her run through the entire division, be undefeated, have a long reign. There are times I'm okay with lengthy reigns. I mean, why do you guys think I was so thrilled that Sasha Banks finally got a lengthy reign? Because, for God's sake, every belt she had was a short reign. Every single belt she had was a short-lived championship reign. Like, so, like, I know there are several other long title reigns I liked. I liked AJ Lee's, obviously. I liked Mandy Rose's, obviously. I liked Gunther's. Like, I wasn't even that big of a fan of Nikki Bella's long title reign. Though that I love the Bella Twins, I wasn't a fan of their long reign, of her long reign, because they only had her hold the title for so long because they wanted her to break AJ Lee's record. It wasn't because she deserved it. They just wanted her champion just to break the record. So, when it comes to long title reigns, like, I've gotten to the point where I just don't really enjoy them anymore. Like, I've gotten to the point where I don't really enjoy them as much as I used to. Like, I don't mind lengthy title reigns, especially when they're done right. When they're done correctly. I don't mind long reigns when they're done correctly. I don't mind long title reigns when they're done correctly. And I feel like... Damn it! And I feel like now, most long title reigns nowadays are just done because, oh, this wrestler needs a long title reign, you know? Like, that's all I hear nowadays. It's like, insert wrestler deserves a long title reign, you know? That's all I hear nowadays, is how every wrestler needs to have a lengthy reign. Even if they don't even deserve a lengthy reign. I mean, hell, not even Roxanne Perez got a long reign. Like, not even Roxanne Perez was given a lengthy reign with the NXT Women's Championship. I mean, come on, guys. Like Roxanne Perez, I thought her reign was acceptable. Like, and then people complain that, then I see people complaining about her title reign. They're like, they should have done so much more with the title reign. They had so much potential with this title reign. They could have done more with it. And I'm just thinking to myself, and this is why I say, people are now in the era that every single wrestler needs a long title reign. The only short title reigns that I don't like are the hot potato ones. Sure, AEW did hot potato their women's championship, which I know some of you are probably going to say, well, that's the problem. Look at AEW. They literally hot potatoed. They literally hot potatoed the title from Toni Storm to Shida to Saraya, back to Shida, and then to Toni Storm. I get that. I get that, and I understand. That is pretty stupid. But that is pretty stupid, and I do feel Tony Khan should have definitely done a whole lot better. But that doesn't mean hot potato the title back to someone else, to the other person that it was hot potatoed to. Because, look, I don't hate that Saraya isn't a champion. I more looked at Saraya's title win as, she wasn't going to get a long reign with that title. I never looked at it as, they're going to give her a historic reign that people are going to remember for the next decade. I never looked at it that way. I more looked at it as, this was just given to her for a long moment, It was just for a big moment. That's all it was given to her for. It was just hey, here, we'll give you the title so you can have a moment in front of your family and friends. That's what I felt the title reign was for Saraya. I more looked at it as, hey, here, we'll give you the title in front of your family, in front of your people, and yeah, that's what I looked at it as. I looked at it as a feel-good moment, that title reign. I more saw it as, this was a feel-good moment for her. And she isn't complaining. She didn't seem to be all that upset about it. But all I'm saying, but yeah, that's how I look at Saraya's title victory. I more look at it as, it was a feel-good moment. And I feel like some fans nowadays, they don't appreciate the feel-good moments. Like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they were given a lengthy reign with the tag team titles. Did they deserve a lengthy reign? Yeah, sure. I'll give you guys that one. I will say they definitely did deserve their lengthy reign, especially with how their 2023 went. I will say it was definitely pretty good. I will say their title reign was fine. But again, you got lengthy reigns like Roman Reigns' title reign. You got people literally egging WWE to keep Roman Reigns champion even longer, while you've got fans literally begging WWE to take the title off of Rhea Ripley, You got fans literally begging WWE to take the title off Rhea Ripley because she's a bad champion, because she's held the title for too long, but Roman Reigns, who's basically worse in every way, people are egging WWE to keep him champion. Because just to make the fans salty. Keep him champion. Have him champion until he retires, I've seen people say, which is really damn stupid. And I love how people say WWE should be focusing on the future of WWE, but yet these are the same people that are literally telling WWE to screw the future, keep Roman champion, and also these are the same people who are literally saying, screw the future, we want Becky and Bayley to end Rhea Ripley and Io Sky's championship reigns. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I am not a fan of Io's title reign. I have not been liking her title reign. And the only reason why you hear people say, oh, I like Io's title reign more, is because people, you know, don't like Rhea Ripley's title reign. So even though I feel Io's reign is not worse than Rhea's, but I will just say it's not as good as people are trying to say. Like, Io is sort of like, oh hey, you know, she's a really damn good wrestler. We know she can win on her own. Like, we know she's capable of being a good champion, especially in NXT. We know how good of a champion she can be. But then, here on the main roster, her title reign is interference from Damage Control. Her entire title reign is Bayley helping Io stay champion. Like, come on, we all know Io can retain the title on her own. We know Io is good enough on her own. We know, like, she had a 300-day reign in NXT, for God's sakes. She had a 300-day reign in NXT, for God's sakes. And we know she can defend the belt on her own, but here on the main roster, she's literally doing the same thing that every other freaking heel champion does, is always win due to outside interference. At least Rhea Ripley can actually, you know, defend her belt on her own. At least she can actually win on her own without, you know, Judgment Day backing her up. Because they know she can handle her business on her own. That's my thoughts on lengthy, long title reigns. I'm starting to feel that not everyone should have a long championship reign, but we live in the era where everyone just have long title reigns. And that's the point of this video that I wanted to make. I just wanted to let all of you know I'm tired of long title reigns. I think it's time we tone it down a little bit with the lengthy reigns and start giving people shorter reigns. So anyway guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.